Take 3. Sup, I'm ready for the TheYugiohCouncil, and this is Subscriber Showcase. Now, if you're new to Subscriber Showcase, basically, every subscriber to the council is allowed to share their content. Great duels that you find great, or just stuff that you thought was amazing that you pulled off, and I will commentate over it. There's really nothing you have to do, but if you're interested in sharing it, we have a new email for it, by the way, which is going to be set up on the day of filming. So in the description, it should be there. Just say something like subscribershowcase@gmail.com, and that's going to be just straight for the subscriber showcase, and it will be linked to my phone, so I will see every time it comes through. But to share one of your dual replays, what you have to do is you have to open your Dev Pro. This is your normal Dev Pro. You need to go into File Manager, and any duels you have there, you go to Open Folder. Now you can either send it by the duel, by just taking the file, like Mikey send Epic Blue Eyes Red Nova duel, which we're going to see in a second. I'm sorry if this is boring the crap out. You could just skip ahead, and you can connect it as a file to the email and just send it over. You can send like hundreds of them at once. I don't care. I'm all down for it, and I will feature them here, and you will just include your username so I can actually give you a subscribe, like, you know, a text thing here, which I'm doing for Mikey. So Mikey has his own channel. Make sure to subscribe or check him out there, which is ViperX122 at youtube.com. Or youtube.com/it. But we're going to get into this great duel, and for you Blue Eyes fans, this is actually a Blue Eyes one. He's versing Nordics. And honestly, I thought this was one of the most creative things I've ever seen Mikey do that basically pulled off. I would never expect this to work. I'm sorry. Now, it's a really interesting concept, and what it is Blue Eyes Red Nova. I don't get why this Nordic player decides to attack in to a maiden. This is why you take the time to read the cards. I don't remember how long ago this was, but he played Smashing Ground, so maybe he wanted the Blue Eyes out of the deck. I don't really know. But Mikey's got a lot of dirty tricks up his sleeves. Just saying, Mikey, there's some dirty shit. And Mikey smartly will not attack into this because of the 2 back row. Now, I do have to criticize one thing, again, on a Nordic player. That bottomless could have been used to get rid of Alexandrite Dragon. I would figure it would be a threat because this is all you have. I mean, you have the Forbidden Lance, but it's not really going to protect you, so why wait? Just saying. Now, again, he attacks into it. He banishes out the Blue Eyes. Okay, you know, Mikey's not really going to care right now because, well, there's 2 more in the deck. You know, you don't go after the Blue Eyes. And again, he goes straight into the Dodger Eyes. Very smart play. And this is going to allow him basically to set up massively. And it's very great. Now this guy decides, hey, I got to put this in defense mode. So, again, that's one of the things that you really don't want to end up doing. So what Mikey does here is he's going to play the Call of Haunted. It takes a little time to set this up. It's more of a fun thing. He's going to play Lava Low Chain. He could have played Lightwave Tuning at this point, but he wants to get that Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit. Mikey, what you have in the deck that we don't know about? We're going to find out. His opponent goes for a Mistworm and sends everything back. At this point, Mikey goes, nope, play Forbidden Chalice. And his opponent chains the Forbidden Lance, which means everything's going back regardless. So, his opponent has to know at this point, though, that Mikey has Rescue Rabbit. Draws the Rescue Rabbit for turn. He's just going to set a White Stone of Legend because, well, I don't know what's in Mikey's deck. Let's take a quick peek. Yeah, there's some interesting things there, Mikey. Some interesting things. Very interesting things. I already see where this is going with the Galaxy Serpents, which is pretty much going to be Mikey's primary target for the moment. So he summons Nuit, plays the Lightwave Tuning, and watch what this does. This basically targets Nuit, allowing it to become a tuner, and allowing him to bring the Alexandrite Dragon either out of deck or graveyard and go into a Red Nova Dragon. So the first part of the setup is complete now. All he has to do is just very carefully protect it. Now, again, his opponent here is not going to be really able to handle a Red Nova Dragon. So, or Red Nova Dragon Archfiend. Now Mikey can go into the Rescue Rabbit, allowing him to nab 2 Galaxy Serpents, which will set up the Red Nova Dragon for an epic 5,500 points of damage, nearly ripping his opponent into OTK status. Very nicely done, Mikey. Very nicely done. Now, his opponent's going to play the 1 day apiece. That's fine. Mikey don't got to OTK you right now. He can OTK you later. So, Mikey here just ends his turn because, well, he can't do no damage. His opponent could set the Mirror Force and Dark Bribe. just to have it down there. But his opponent goes into the Valkyrie of Descent and goes into Cyrus and sets 2. Now remember, Red Nova Dragon cannot be destroyed by card effects, opponent's spells, traps, or monsters. Mikey's going to play the MST. His opponent's going to Dark Private. Again, misplay again. Because here's the thing. I understand you want to protect from anything that's not a Red Nova Dragon attacking. But because of Red Nova Dragon's effect, it's going to be the primary thing on the board unless Mikey decides to say, hey, screw it, I'm going to overextend. Now, here he could just go Maiden and play the Light Wave tuning, but his opponent's going to play the Mirror Force. Again, it's not really going to do much. Just saying, it's really not. For some not for some reason. I thought it went down by 500 points. It went up by 500 points. It's now at a staggering 6,000. This would have been a great time for number 49, Fortune Tomb. Would have been a great time for it. Mikey's not attacking into that Cyrus because he knows it'll do massive damage. Now, the Zen mains could have targeted the Red Nova, but again, didn't. He did use the Cyrus to bring its attack points down, but hey, that's fine. Mikey's got 20 other plays, and they're all just as nasty. Not sound that way, but nasty in a hilarious way. So, Mikey also could have went Nuits into Lightweight Tuning Spam, but again, he's being smart. He's not overextending. He's using his noggin. He's really using his noggin. Very proud, Mikey. Very proud. Lots of Call of the Haunteds flying around. Lightweight tuning. He says, screw it. Let's get another fucking thing on board. This guy decides to MST Call of the Haunted. It's a great time. Get the Alexandrite Dragon that just hits the graveyard again? You know, you could go into something, Mikey, but you know, you could have went to, I don't know. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, no. You could have went to another Red Nova. And it wouldn't have been... I'm not sure if it would have been destroyed. But Mikey says, screw it. I just want to make another Red Nova Dragon because one's never enough. Look at that. Double Red Nova Dragon for epic victory charge. With that 7,000 attack. This one's actually weaker because of Cyrus. And it's just hilarious what Mikey's doing right now. I have to admit, it is freaking hilarious. I may not be laughing right now because I'm trying to be a professional about this. But seriously, this is something else. His opponent finally decides to say, hey, it's a great time to make 101. Let me get that off the board. But Mikey still has one Red Nova on the field to deal with all this. At this point, Mikey's just going to summon Maiden, which he should have done main phase 2, but hey, it's all good. Your opponent's going to smartly now just go after Call of the Haunted. And finally top decks a Compulse, which will deal with the Red Nova, but again, kind of one of those things with Blue Eyes that you never really have to worry about. Mikey plays the Silver's Cry into a Blue Eyes, goes into an Ozurize, and right now would be a prime time for his opponent to go Compulse. His opponent decides it's not a prime time to go to Compulse. And I'm kind of shaking my head at that in anger. Not sound that way. Now, his opponent also plays Forbidden Lance. Now, some of you go, why is Mikey playing Dark Hole? You know, with these two on board, Ozurize has a protection set up because his opponent did not Compulse. Didn't matter if he compulsed the Ozurize or the Red Nova. He could have chained it in the chain to Ozurize effect activating, which would allow him to get off the Red Nova the hell off the board, which would have been one major threat gone from this game. He could have saved the Forbidden Lance, even though Mikey probably would have played Dark Hole. I mean, I can understand why it would have been OTK status, but he could have just said, screw it, Lance the, 101, because 101's going to have... But whatever, it's whatever. People do what they do, man. They do what they do. So his opponent draws a Lightning Vortex. He's going to play the Nordic card that allows him to get the goat and just set it on the board. There's really nothing his opponent can do except chain a Compulse that should have been chained quite a while ago. His opponent still decides not to play it. So it's one of those important times to take the time and read your opponent's cards. He thinks his goat's going to save him. No disrespect. It's really not. And Mikey's going to now attempt to finish the game, but finally his opponent decides to Compulse. His opponent's not really all that great at this game. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, if you're out there, I'm sorry, but you need to learn your time. When to play said cards. Mikey has no plays right now, so he cannot deuce his opponent down the last 2,000 life points. His opponent draws the Nordic champion and decides not to set it on the board for whatever reason. It's okay. It's okay. I don't understand this, but it's all good. It's crazy. Maybe he thought he would have Mikey deck out. I don't know. One of those crazy times. Mikey's going to attack and win honest, and it's going to get destroyed by the vindictive magician. So, kind of one of those fuck it moments. Oh, his opponent's going to get another Nordic beast and just set it down. Oh, I'm getting tired from this. I'm kidding. It's just a very slow-paced game after Red Nova was used, and Mikey's just trying to get into that last card, Silver's Cry, which is the last thing he can ever use to win this game. But his opponent is saying, screw it, I'm going to go for Leviair and overextend. In a situation that all I have to do is just keep my monsters on the board long enough, and my opponent will deck out. So, yeah, there was that whole thing you could have done. You could have just decked out Mikey, but decided not to. So Mikey's going to get the blue eyes back and finish this game for an exact 2,000. That was one epic game. I have to admit, it was hilarious to watch. I don't know about you guys, but it was hilarious to watch. And as always, if you guys want more Subscriber Showcase, just leave it in the comments below. If you want to be on Subscriber Showcase, you know what to do. Just description or just ask me in the comments. I will get right back to you on that. And as always, if you're new to the channel, then make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can be on Subscriber Showcase, man. Or girl. I gotta be respectful, both genders. No, but seriously, hit the subscribe button if you really enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button and share the video, because that's what we all do when we care. We share things. And as always, I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Excuse me again. I will catch you next video. Peace.